Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we are going to be going over Matterley Basin that just came out in MXGP. But we're also going to be comparing it to the MX Bikes of Nations Matterley Basin, which was released a couple of months ago by the man JV. Now, both of these tracks are based on the 2024 layout of the track. I'm not sure why they did that for the MXGP, but that is what they did. So, you know, we're going to run with it. But I wanted to put these tracks side by side and see which one is better and which one, if you had to choose, would you pick. So that's the goal of the video today. By the end, we will have a full decision on which one we like better, the MXGP or the MX Bikes of Nations version. Now, JV did participate in creating both of these, but B-Clay has been very involved in the MXGP this year. So this one is the B-Clay and JV version, which was just released, I believe, on Monday. And this is one of my favorite tracks to, you know, be a part of the MXGP series. So prior to playing MX Bikes, I played a lot of MXGP games on console by Milestone. And I used to only play, you know, the Monster Energy Supercross and the MXGPs and games like that on console because I didn't have a PC. The entire reason why I got a PC was to play MX Bikes. So it's nice to see that these tracks are still, you know, I'm able to play them still on the game I love. And yeah, man, these tracks are so fun. They always have been, even on the MXGP games. You might not like the MXGP games, but when you don't have a PC to play a simulator, that's the best thing you got. And they were really good in my opinion. You know what I mean? So right now, first thing I'm noticing is this track is not near as rough as the MX Bikes of Nations one. So the MX Bikes of Nation one is really rough, really hard, very technical, and, you know, just crazy. But they are both really good tracks. Now, as far as speed goes and just the way the track flows and rides, I would have to say I'm going with this version, right? Now, if I'm going to want something more technical, harder, more challenging, then I would go with the MX Bikes of Nations. But we're still going to wait and see what we decide by the end of the video. We haven't got on and ridden the MX Bikes of Nations one yet. So this one, 158.4, that's my fastest lap so far out of all the laps I've spun on this. I think I did probably, I want to say like 15 laps yesterday, just riding the track, you know, getting a feel for it and everything. I've been trying to keep up on the videos, man, I'm telling you, but there's a certain point that you hit when you're making videos where it's just kind of repetitive, right? And there have not been a lot of free tracks coming out recently. I'm really feeling the transition from free to paid on a lot of tracks. I think a lot of people are getting into track making just to post on the shop, you know, which isn't a bad thing, you know, more tracks the better. But the quality of the free tracks has definitely taken a hit due to the paid tracks being, you know, everybody doing that. So at this point, if you're still not buying tracks, I kind of feel bad for you because there's a lack of content on the free side of things. Now, you do have a few creators that, you know, go all out and they release some fire free tracks. I'm not talking about those guys. So I'm talking about the people that are new, that are just getting into it. But I feel like we spun enough laps on this one. We're going to go over and check out JV's MX Bikes of Nations. All right, so now we're on the MX Bikes of Nations by JV. And the first thing I notice is it is cloudy and the dirt color is a lot darker. Not only that, there are some, you know, damp spots on the track, and this track you will see is far more rough than the MXGP one. Now, of the two, I was able to run a faster lap on the MXGP version. I think 157 was the final lap time I got, which is actually not terrible, but it's not great. I was looking at like the lowest qualifying times, and they were like 1:52. I don't know how people are getting that, but you know, it is what it is. But another reason why I wanted to go over these tracks, one, because I really thought it was cool to have a direct comparison of two tracks that are identical in MX bikes, but I also wanted to go over this because I am fed up with Supercross, man. I am absolutely just over it. I want Supercross to be done. I'm excited for outdoors to come, and I really cannot wait to participate in that. I am going to do my best to qualify for any of the outdoor events for the motocross season that I am able to qualify for, or try to at least. I've never qualified for one, so maybe this year we can actually maybe we can qualify this year. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as you can see, this track is far more rough, but they have the exact same style of jumps, and they ride very similar. The line choices are a little bit different based on the differences in ruts, but also the jump faces on some of these jumps on the MX Bikes of Nations one, they're a lot harder because sometimes you slam into them and it just pops you up, you know what I mean? But overall, they're both phenomenal tracks. Now, if I had to pick one just to have to ride, I'm a fan of more technical tracks, even though I suck at the game. So I would have to go with the MX Bikes of Nations if I was going to buy one. But if you like, I can't say it's not rough, because the MXGP one is rough. But if you're going for more of how do I say it, straightforward, still rough, but also something that was used in the competition side of things, I would go with the MXGP one. You know what I'm saying? So now I did want to touch on this since we're getting towards the end of the video. As you can see right there, we just slammed into the face of the jump, and it kind of you could hear the bike case and then pop up. But I wanted to touch on this before the end of the video. We do have confirmation that the Triple Crown Series, the Canadian TCS, is coming to Motocross the game. Now, that is absolutely phenomenal. I'm unaware if it's going to be coming to MX Bikes at the moment. I hope it does, but that is awesome, man. So Motocross the game has signed 2 deals. They have the one deal with the Arena Cross Series, which we already got in MX Bikes, which will be fully remastered and ported over to MTG. And then we also now have Triple Crown Series that's going to be an MTG. So MTG is going to be popping, and it is not going to be a pay-to-win game, guys. It's nothing like that. It's kind of similar to iRacing, to where you only pay if you want to race, which I'm not even opposed to. I think it's phenomenal. And so far, what I've played of the game, it's absolutely incredible. So there's a lot of big things coming to MTG, and I'm hoping that they can partner with Monster Energy Supercross for next season Supercross, and I'm hoping that they can partner with the outdoor side of things. That would just be 2 things that just put that game over the top for me. But if you have not, go down below, comment which track you would pick of these 2. Also, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.